Masked robbers ambushed a terrified Scottish couple at gunpoint after luring them 600 miles to Bradford to buy a car advertised on the internet. These criminals have now received prison sentences totaling more than 16 years. Drug dealer Sajid Hussain, who cocked a firearm and pointed it at Michael Irvine's head, was jailed for 10 years. He received 7 years for robbery and 3 years for peddling Class A drugs in the Manningham area of Bradford. Shahid Sadiq, who was on prison license for aggravated vehicle taking, was locked up for 6 years and 3 months. They were sentenced at Bradford Crown Court for robbing Mr. Irvine and his partner, Louise Kogel, of £5,000 in cash and possession of a firearm or an imitation firearm with intent to cause fear of violence. Sajid Hussain of Cuncliffe Villas, Manningham, Bradford, was convicted by a jury on Friday. Shahid Sadiq of Toller Lane, Bradford, pleaded guilty on the day of his trial. Sajid Hussain was on bail at the time for supplying heroin and cocaine to undercover police officers. He pleaded guilty to 9 charges of supplying Class A drugs between March 12 and April 11, 2013. Mr. Irvine and Miss Kogel travelled to Bradford by plane and train on August 10, 2013 to buy a white Audi Quattro they had seen advertised for sale for £6,000 on the Auto Trader website. Miss Kogel paid a £500 deposit for the car and they brought a red suitcase containing £5,000 in cash. Prosecutor Simon Haring said the Audi was sold legitimately the previous month to another buyer. The couple were lured to Park Drive, Heaton, where they were ambushed by 3 robbers wearing balaclavas and armed with a gun and a plank of wood. Sajid Hussain cocked the gun before pointing it at Mr. Irvine's face, shouting, "I'm going to take the bag. I'm going to shoot you." CCTV footage played at a trial showed the 3 making off on foot at midday. Hussain, carrying the stolen bag, was behind Sadiq and a man named in court as Mohammed Sultan. Judge John Potter stated that the gun, which has not been recovered, was either real or a very realistic imitation. Witnesses described Miss Kogel shaking uncontrollably at the scene. Judge Potter said, "It can be readily assumed that anyone subjected to such a serious incident in wholly alien surroundings to them would have been significantly affected by what occurred." In mitigation, Hussain's solicitor advocate, Simon Hustler, said his client had hurt his loving and supportive family and knew he had let himself down. Charlotte Worsley, barrister for Sadiq, said he was a cocaine addict and acted in desperation. He knew it was wrong and he was deeply remorseful.